Hey, don't click away just yet. You may find this to be quite interesting. Schools are useful tools to help students better their education, but what if they caused a large problem too? While sitting in a classroom, how often do you think, "What time is it? Can we please leave already? Will we be let out early today?" Most classes consist of teachers assigning classwork or lecturing for the entire class period. There is little discussion between students and teachers. Day in and day out, students follow the same schedule until the end of the school year, only to start a new one next September. There needs to be a change. There needs to be more questions. This current system is flawed, in that the more you students attend school, the more likely it is to lose your ability to reason for yourselves. The repetitive nature of school becomes too much. Many students will stop focusing altogether. Some students will just accept the routine and end up in what feels like an endless rut. Your schedule of waking up early in the morning, arriving at school at a mandatory time, moving from class to class within a certain amount of time, and finally, at the end of the day, you are able to go back home. The schedule reminds me of something. It reminds me of a factory. Sure, comparing a school to a factory sounds a little far-fetched, but think about it. You may not be working with heavy machinery, but you are working with tools to finish a job, even if they happen to be just pens and papers. Imagine yourselves as the workers in a factory, constantly creating new products such as worksheets and tests. You work hard to produce good test grades because it is your job, and it is important for success. Workers that cause trouble will get fired, much like students causing trouble can be expelled. Parents mean it literally when they tell you that being a student is your career. Now compare teachers to the floor managers in a factory. Their job is to make sure the work is being done and that the workers stay on track. They do not permit fooling around and can send workers to the boss for discipline depending on the severity of an action. Teachers have the ability to send students to the principal if they are causing. My message to you students is that instead of sitting through a class you think is boring and has no meaning, try to find a way to make it interesting. Ask questions and try to start discussions with your teachers. Try to draw your own conclusions from a lesson. Ask yourselves, are you workers or are you students?